Hi. Oh, I forgot. I was going to share this. Not that I don't think I need to, but I will share this with people in case they want to take part. Okay, so we're talking about Malta, and I'm not going to talk for long because this is kind of like a weird. It's one of those national selections where the Okay, shit. It's one of those national selections where we don't know a song, so I'm like semi interested. I'm interested in the artists for sure, like I am with the announcements for Australia Decides, and that's pretty much what I'm going on. I'm just saying which artists I like for now, and I'm kind of thinking like potential of how they'll sound with a song or how adaptable they are. So if they can make an okay song sound amazing, that's the kind of potential I look for in this situation. They had a top 12, they're now at a top 8. So let's look at the artists that are left. I must say, Fourth Line is my favorite, but we have to go with what the top 8 are. I'm surprised that Fourth Line got eliminated, especially from them performing their last song. They were really good, I thought. And I had to laugh at Franklin Kaleha returning for like a 5th time. You did it already. Like, why do you want to keep coming back? Okay, so I'm just gonna say what I think, and I'm gonna give a top 8. I'm gonna try to remember. My least favorite is "Get Ready for the Booze." The booze that I can't hear. Luke Chappell, and great tone, young guy. And I know a lot of people say like it doesn't really matter what age you are, but I think that he is not. I don't know. I think that the competition would eat him up. The songs he sung, he sings them lightly. I heard him sing "Hey There, Delilah." Love that song, but his rendition of it was not so great for my liking. And it's just, I don't know. I don't think he has any pizzazz that will get people to vote in Eurovision. So I understand he's really popular with the teens, but not so sure. My 7th favorite is I would give to Ben Perpel, and that's because the folk. I'm into folky music, but I'm not sure if I'm a fan of. Like, I can see people really love him. He's not giving me anything super vocally special. So I think there's limitations to Ben for Eurovision. This is how my mind kind of works, I think of that kind of stuff. Also, the winner of this competition gets to represent Malta in Eurovision, and they also win a recording contract with an Italian. I can't remember if it's Sony Music Italy. I can't remember now. Yes, Sony Music Italy, which I'm surprised at that they get an Italian music contract. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So number 6 for me would be, I can't even remember. I better mute my volume. I'm going to try to remember Owen. Oh yes, the rapper. I remember very well now. Okay, he actually rapped the last song he did. It says Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but I didn't think that was I remember that boom, 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 shake the ground or whatever. He rapped that really well. The last one, I was not such a fan of his rapping, and I can't even remember the song he sang, but it was like a rap sing song, and I felt like his singing was really pitchy, and it wasn't a special high note or anything. Like, it was just singing very bland. So, but yeah, I would give him number 6. Number 5 would be, it's so funny. I thought I remembered all these people. Who's Petra? Oh, I don't know. Oh, okay, so I'm actually going to give number 6 is Petra. The Etta James song I didn't really like, and the first song was better, and I'm going to give number 5 to Luke. No, not Luke, sorry, Owen Llewellyn. Okay, number 4. I'm just refreshing. This is from watching 2 live shows, but so many of them I kind of forget. Okay, yes. Okay, number 4, I will give it to the less and less people I'll actually remember who they are. Okay, yep. And then who is? I'm just refreshing which names are who. So who is that? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. I remember now. Number 4, I'm going to give to Michelle Pace or Pass. I don't know how to say that name. Michaela? It's not Michaela, is it? Michaela. It's probably Michaela. Yeah, I'd give to her. And I thought that she sang, apparently she's 17 years old as well. She sang her last song really well. She has a good powerhouse voice. She's kind of a little bit forgetful at times for me. Number 3 is Norbert Bondin. Really nice singer. And I think if he won, I wouldn't be too annoyed. He's my favorite male singer. And I think that he has a voice where you could write him a good song. I'd be very annoyed if he won and they gave him a really bad song and he performed it really badly, because I feel like there's a lot to work with for him. So that would be like a fault to the songwriter. Number 2, I will give this to Nicole Frendo. And Nicole Frendo, she was one sing. Okay, no, all right. I didn't really like her singing Purple Rain. I thought it was really interesting, and I'm going to give her like a benefit of the doubt for the last performance, because I thought Purple Rain is such an iconic song. Prince sang it incredibly, and I've also heard great covers as well from Australia's own Dami Im on X Factor, so go check that out. But I thought that it really showed off, and she's 16, but it kind of showed that she's not as iconic in a way, because I thought it was a very B-grade version of that song. However, the week before she sang Too Good at Goodbyes, and she blew me away. I really liked her rendition. I really liked her vocals. And I will say overall, and I'm going to give them the benefit of it was just the first live show. I watched the first live show, and every single performer was lacking rhythm. There was some issue with not listening, and I was like, oh my god, none of these people are listening. They don't have good ears. And then the last show, that problem with the rhythm went away. So I think there was an ear issue. I think there was something to do with the technicality of it all, which they rectified, which I grant them a good effort to fix that. Okay, my number 1 person is Kelsey Ballanti. I think she has everything you want. I think that if she won, like Norbert, they'll write her an incredible song and she'll do it really well. And Kelsey has sung. Okay, I really liked her version of "Chained to the Rhythm," and I really liked the Bob Marley song this week. And I felt like she made that. I didn't know that song, and it just made me feel like, okay, she can do really well. But I really, really liked "Chained to the Rhythm," the one she did with by Katy Perry. And I actually don't really like that song anyway. I feel like that song is like the first verse is like ripping off the Carpenters song with Only Just Begun. You'll never hear that song the same now, will you? But I feel like she sang that really well and made that song her own. I preferred that than the original. So I'm a big fan of hers so far. And I must say, second and third place would be between Nicole Frendo and Norbert Bondin. I don't know how old Kelsey Ballanti is. Comments below if you know how old she is. Doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious. I think she'd be in her 20s. Nicole Frendo, I was surprised. I just found out while I was looking this up that she's 16. And then Michaela's 17. I don't know how old Norbert is either, but it's between second, third, and fourth. I'd be really interested to see how they go. The others are probably just don't fit my style. I can probably tell from 2 songs. Interestingly, I'll talk about the ones that have been eliminated. The Franklin being eliminated, I couldn't believe, because it's like, oh my God, it's his 5th attempt. Like, you're so desperate to be on Eurovision, but you've been on it. I say that like Eurovision is just such a once in a lifetime opportunity that most people don't even get to do. And you did it. Like, okay, maybe go for it, but be like, okay, I'm happy that I did it. It was amazing. Maybe people just get really addicted to it and they just need to go back. And I don't really know. I feel like he uses his time like to promote himself. Isn't he a doctor as well? I think I heard he's like a doctor and a singer, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I think, and he's a little bit older now. Not that age has much to do with it, but I'm just saying I think he doesn't have that appeal. He's definitely not like hot in demand, but he always puts himself out there and never really gets any further. And it's funny, he went to San Marino last year to, like, he did the one in 360, and now he's back here doing this, and he's done national selections. Like, oh my God, you need a clue for, just take a little while off. Just have a little while off, maybe come back. The groups really interest me. I thought the selection of the groups were a terrible choice, whoever did that. You could blame the coach or the judge. I know that, or the mentor, or whatever, on this. I know that's kind of like the thing, but ultimately they decide with the producers, or the producers kind of shift them into a way of thinking. But the groups are all girl groups. One was a girl duo. I didn't like Kayati. I didn't like their dynamic together. I thought both had good sounds, but together they sounded like they just clashed. So I thought that was a really bad choice of a duo. And then Fourth Line and Extreme were very, very similar. I would say Fourth Line had everything. They were confident. Every single one had a good voice. They blended so well. They harmonized incredibly. Extreme, the first time I saw them, I was like, ugh, no. There was especially one that just really made, there was some that were good and some that were not so good. And there was one member that just brought the group down. She was super pitchy. She didn't have any kind of dynamic. And they made her like belt, and she was quivery, and that was so bad. And so I lost faith in them, and they didn't really harmonize very well. But the last performance they did, where they sang the Michael Jackson song, They Don't Really Care About Us, they were really good, actually. And I was impressed, and I didn't realize that they had that level of talent, really, to be able to do that. So they did pleasantly surprise me. And why were Fourth Line and Extreme eliminated on the same night? And it's because they were so similar. Even though I thought Fourth Line was much better than Extreme, if you look at all these people, they already have, and you'll see with Australia Decides, you'll be looking there, and the artists that they've chosen have really matched the same kind of thing. And they do this on these reality shows like X Factor and The Voice. They have maybe one or two singers, or each singer really has a separate style that will attract a certain person. So if someone's kind of like, hippie singer, they're going to get like the hipster young people, and that kind of thing. If there's a teen guy, the teens are going to vote for him. If there's a girl group, the girls that love the girl groups or whatever are going to vote for them. So, or the college girls who think that's them or something like that. But if you have two of the same, it just means that you're dividing those voters. And that's the case with this. So that's why that new work. That's why usually they have a boy group and they'd have like a male-female duo and then a girl group. That would make a lot more sense. Maybe in Malta they just couldn't find a boy group and a male-female duo, but okay. Or have something like, guys who dance well or something. But you can't really have two female groups that are very similar. Although vocally different, to the untrained viewer, they would just think that they're similar and they had to like choose between one or two. And so you really divide the voters. And so that's why those two had that division of voting, and then the voters just didn't vote enough because they were all, one axe voter. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's why that happened. And that's the producer's fault with that. I really liked Fourth Line. They were my favorite probably out of everyone. Fourth Line and Kelsey Ballantyne, I would have been really happy to see do well. So now I'm rooting for Kelsey Ballantyne. Anyway, I'm actually more interested to see when they win and what song they get to sing. And the funny thing is that I think the winner will be like on the 26th of January or something. I don't know if they're going to have the winning song in the last round. I really hope they do that. But a part of me thinks that they're going to the artist will win and then we won't get a song from them until March. So this could be a long time. So this is just a preliminary interest for me. And I'm going to look at I'm also going to react later this week to the second semi-final for France, which is great. And I'll do a similar thing, but I'll be a lot more organized than last week's French one. And then I'm going to be doing a bunch of things like Hungary's doing something. The thing is, I don't know when the national selections are. I'm not that really up to date. So I need to really create a calendar for what's next. And I've got to do the Latvia. I've checked out Latvia so long ago. And Estonia and Romania and Czech and so many things. And so many things are coming up. So I just kind of go through when I hear they're coming up, I do it. So anyway, let's check the comments. No one. I didn't think anyone would be watching this because whoever wanted to watch it, it's like 4 a.m. So in Europe, I think it's maybe 5 a.m. in Malta. So no one's really watching. So I understand, but later tonight, maybe, or later today for them, some people may see it. So it was really I just needed to do it at this time because I don't know when I'd have another time. And yeah, I hope that helps you critically look at the artists. That's what I always suggest people do. And I encourage you to think critically and vote critically and vote for longevity as well for these people. And think of who's going to have a good song. So comments below, and I usually engage with you guys as well. So do that and subscribe to see all my future Eurovision review videos as well. We're doing many. So that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, bonsoir Europe. And goodbye. Feels like I can walk on water, on water, on water. And now I'm gonna walk on water. Okay, bye.